A lot of people out here have great ideas, wonderful ideas. There was one gentleman that was talking to me about a boat idea that he had based on something that I was showing him. And yeah, absolutely. Yup. Suction molding, perfection. Absolutely. That is the best way to do it, especially if you have all the little tools and doohickeys and doodads that he was talking about. And from experience, I've worked with some of the stuff that he's talking about, so I know at least those tools exist, that they're real. I know from experience with several people that I know who have verified jobs doing injection molding, like my Aunt Marcy, you know, the Ford Mustang. At one point in time, the Mustang symbol that goes on the front of the vehicle, 3 different colors were injection molded into it. And my Aunt Marcy was the one who injection molded those 3 stripes, the 3 colored stripes into the Ford Mustang logo on the front of the Mustang. I got to learn a lot about different types of plastic when I was learning about recyclables. And the best plastic to do things with is #1 recycled plastic. That's what this bottle's made out of. And a Mountain Dew bottle, and a Pepsi bottle, and a Coca-Cola bottle. And, well, most of the see-through plastic bottles. They're impact resistant. Unlike #1, or #2 plastic, I'm sorry, I believe this is #2, and it is high-density polyethylene. High-density polyethylene is not UV resistant. You stick it out in the sun, it'll break down quick. You set one of these out there, usually by the time they start falling apart, it's because they've been blown out into the road, ran over, and basically got road rash into nothing. And even that, I've never seen one even that thrashed, ever. But this melts down at 276 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can easily do, it's called rotomolding. What that is you take your mold, and you cut these up into strips or pieces or whatever. You're going to melt it down, and you're going to basically spin the mold as you put the heat to it. And what that's going to do is it's going to coat the inside. And it's not going to be even. It's not going to be anywhere close to even. It's going to be thick, though, and that's what you want. Very, very, very thick. You want it at least 1/4 of an inch thick on something that's going to be decently large. And, of course, if you're going to use something like this and you're going to make a larger vessel, you're probably going to want to put some sort of ribbing inside of it, something to help keep it structurally stable. You want it to still have a lot of give, but you don't want to have it have so much give that it's going to squish you when it bends completely in half. You want some rigidity to it, and you can do that by boxing out the interior to some degree, but also this stuff right here, if you're able to get it so that it solidifies in layers, you're going to have less chance of having it crack and breaking a hole through it. No, He's not doing nothing. That's prison mentality. That guy right there is one of the guys who wanted to bully me over the inmate. And I don't understand what this is over. I'm going to go find out. That old man, I can't see him doing nothing wrong. He just mind his own business. We don't need to be threatening to kill people. Could you leave him alone, please? He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything to you.
That's shot in my head.
He didn't shoot anybody. He is not doing anything to you. He is not doing anything to you.
I told you last night, Shabby, said the night before, too. You think that's all right? You think I'm full of shit?
Ain't nobody shooting nobody. Nobody's
Yes.
shooting nobody.
Yes.
Nobody's killing nobody.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Ain't no killing going
You
on
don't know what
here.
you're talking about. Not yet. It will be pretty soon. Stay off the property.
Shut that fucking mouth, Mark.
Stay off the property.
Shut your fucking goddamn mouth, Mark.
You think you shoot at people, huh? I know how you work, bitch.
Shoot, I don't
Get
got
your
no
fucking
He-
gun.
he ain't
stinky ass
shooting at
fucking whole
nobody.
place. He's a fucking cunt. Go back to Lone Pine where you belong.
He ain't
Yeah,
done
I'm out
nothing
to go to
wrong.
Lone Pine.
What's wrong?
You got
ain't
another
done
assignment
nothing.
or what? Ain't you getting no drug or what? What's the fucking assignment?
He ain't shooting at nobody. He ain't threatening nobody. He been minding his business.
Last night over the fucking west side, the other night over there in the middle. I know how you work. You don't do it, you stay out of my fucking face or I will fucking put something through your eyeball. Or break an arm or a leg. You understand that? Because you missed
That
my
ain't
head
okay.
twice.
I did.
So shut the fuck up, you lying piece of shit.
That's not me.
Stay off the property.
You stupid dummy. As far as I am,
Stay off the property.
why am I gonna get a gun and shoot you up? You dumbass.
Jesus.
Not me. You are. You fucking bad. Stop, man. You are sorry.
This is every day people threatening to kill each other and shoot people out here. That man didn't do nothing wrong. I'm sorry about that.
Don't leave. Fucking don't leave.
This shit ain't right. I got some garbage out here while we're at it. Alright, so I'm not interested in people shooting each other, killing each other, or breaking each other's arms and legs and shit. That ain't cool. Oh geez, apparently there's even more bullshit. What the hell? Oh god. There's a lady, they believe she's having a heart attack, so I'm gonna give them some space and go mind my business. As far as folks threatening to kill folks, that ain't cool, and I step in between it. Folks like to bully whoever it is they think is easiest to bully. Usually it's somebody who's littler or older. That ain't right. Anyway, I'm having issues staying connected. And that big guy, he's gotten drunk on multiple occasions and tried to run people off. He's one of those 3 enforcer prison mentality dudes. That shit ain't right. This ain't a prison yard. This is supposed to be some sort of respite for the homeless. It's supposed to be some sort of break from this shit. But you look at what we got here. We got meth addicts, we got victims, and we got dealers, and we got people who have PTSD. We've also got schizophrenics and people who are delusional. And then you gotta also pay very close attention to the fact that meth ain't no good to begin with. And when somebody who's schizophrenic starts smoking that shit, they ain't right in the head. Then there's that guy over there, the one that was just yelling at that older feller, threatening to kill that older feller. You know, he's twice that feller's size, and that's what he did last time too. You goddamn right I stand up to him, and no, I don't get violent. I make sure it doesn't get violent so far as I can help it. But you see, they victimize those who are the easiest. The elderly, the small, those with mental issues. no matter what those issues are. And over again. And we got dominating personalities that want to hate on each other. We got one of those dominating personalities over, well, less than 100 yards from here. Collapsed on the sidewalk. She's been trying the last few days not to take shit out on the wrong person, and I'm glad for that. I'm hoping she's all right. If you guys want to do that prayer thing, I ain't a doctor. There ain't shit I can do. So go ahead and do your prayer thing. Maybe God will listen to you. Anyway, that shit can't be happening. We can't just turn the other way and look the other way and let that happen. When I said I'd take an ass whooping, I meant I'll take an ass whooping. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.